Good day everyone, my name is Khent MJ and today I'll discuss the circulatory system, the role of the heart, blood, and blood vessels. What is your pulse rate? To check your pulse, place the tips of your index and middle finger on your wrist. Then feel your pulse and count the beats for 15 seconds. Then multiply that number by 4 to find out how many times your heart beats in 1 minute. Where does this pulse come from? Today, you'll name and describe the main parts of the human circulatory system and describe the role of heart, blood, and blood vessels. So, the function of the human circulatory system is to transport blood, oxygen, and nutrient to the body. And its three main parts are the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood. So first, the heart. It works as a pump to move the blood around the body. It has four chambers, two arteria, which is in the upper part chamber, and the two ventricles, which are in the lower chambers. Let's examine how blood flows through the heart. So first, the right atrium takes in blood carrying carbon dioxide. Then goes to the second, then the blood is squeezed down into the right ventricle and taken to the lungs where oxygen replaces carbon dioxide. Then third, oxygen carrying the blood from the lungs enter the left atrium. And lastly fourth, the blood is pumped into the left ventricle and starts its journey again throughout the body. The second is blood. It is a special fluid primarily contained within the blood vessels. So it has four main components, the red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. So the first is the red blood cells. So the red blood cells carries the oxygen, nutrients, and waste. Then the white blood cells fights diseases and protect the body from infection. Then platelets gather at the site of injury to help the clotting processes. Then the fourth is plasma, straw-colored liquid where the other components floats in. So ang kaning white blood cells nga masamad ta, ano siya katong mo kugang if I'm not mistaken. Then sa plasma is sakto ko mo ni siya ang katong iuyo katong like katong i-spin yung blood magawa siya mo to siya ang mo naa sa babaw. Also, when someone has a blood test, a small amount of blood is taken and kept in a tube for testing. To closely examine it, blood undergoes component separation. The common method involves spinning at a very high speed and centrifuge. So, mo na siya guys. Kung i-explain ganiha, plasma, mas babaw, then white blood cells and platelets, then red blood cells sa ubos. So as you can see in the picture, the blood is divided into its components, with the heaviest parts at the bottom. Um, the, the third is the blood vessels. These are tubes or channels that carry blood throughout our body. So there are three types of blood vessels: veins, the arteries, and the capillaries. Each one different size and structure. So di agay ko magtako ani because it's not my uh, light lang akong kuan sa report ani niya. So a recap. So recap to what we have learned. So circulatory system delivers oxygen and nutrients to the body while also removing the waste. Then the heart is a muscular organ that has four chambers. Also, it pumps blood around the body. Then in the blood has four components: the plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Also, the blood carries nutrients, oxygens, and wastes. Then the blood vessels has three types rather. It is the arteries, veins, and capillaries. Also, it serves as channels for the blood.